Well, welcome back to Late Night Conspiracies, everybody. Let's get right into it, because currently there's still talks of UFO motherships. If you got a UFO mothership, what about a fathership, right? We need to talk about these alien twats, these bozos out here. These suckers have been flying in our skies for way too long. The public demand answers. We demand answers. Shout out to every single one of you for 7,000 likes on the last video. You guys are killing it. And I want to show you guys like bunch of videos here that I gather around, and I especially want to show you guys this video where apparently they did, by the looks of it, Russia at least, they caught a baddie, an alien baddie. Okay, I want to show you guys that. That's the story about, and we're gonna talk about a whole lot of stuff. Like the video if you love your mama, subscribe if you're brand new. First of all, I want to show you this. Roll it. So
oh, tak predsa len prišli mimozemšťania na SMPčku. Pozrite sa na to.
What language is that?
O polnoci.
Man. Mom, get the camera! Now, at the end, we have a kid. Yeah, I wanted to actually bring that conversation up. The kid says it's a meteor. What are the odds it's a meteor? Now, in my honest opinion, and based off of what I've seen so far, right? Now, I'm not a meteor expert out there. Any internet detective watching, let us know. Any astronaut watching, let us know. But to me, it's not a meteor. A meteor would be going way too fast. This is way too slow for a meteor, right? Let me know your thoughts. But the kid was, of course, like, you know, same energy as mom, get the camera, right? Mom, you need to also bring a telescope too, because this thing is crazy. Now, this video is something that I'm certain that most of you guys have seen. This video went viral, 10 million views. Shout out to Jeremy for sending me this over on Twitter or X. If you have Twitter or X, it would be my honor, my pleasure to have a stud muffin or a Chad like you over there. If you have Instagram, it would be my honor to have you there. Links are always down below. But yeah, this video, we're gonna take a look at it. Don't worry, you're gonna get some tonight. No Diddy though, okay? You're gonna get it. You're gonna get a whole lot tonight. But I want to show you guys this one first. Roll it, because most people have not seen this.
The fuck is that?
And then watch when I pan over here in a second. And this is all live screen footage from Los Angeles.
He's talking about this one. And real quick, prayers out to everybody in Los Angeles, Palisades, if you're affected by the fires. It is truly sad though as to
What the fuck is that shit?
what's going on.
What the fuck
And then what the fuck is that shit, bro? What is that?
So it goes 0 to 100 real quick. So you got like a pink twat right there, and then you got a blue twat on the other side. What is going on, man? Honest to God, like what's going on? To me, it feels like that these are more like plasmoids or orbs, but it's still something. It's unexplainable stuff, pretty unexplainable stuff. And I don't wanna... Come on, man. Like, yeah, you guys gotta pay taxes to be in our skies, man. You need a permit. I don't think you have a license to fly in our skies. And this is that video, that sad video that has gone nuclear. I've seen so many of you guys talk about it, and a lot of you also added me, tagged me over on Twitter too. And it is very, very intriguing footage, and I would say this has a lot more credibility alongside this clip. The first one that I showed you seems legit, and it seems like that there is something going on. I don't know what, but honestly, it can still be fake, right? Technically, anything and everything can be fake with the help of AI and current technology. But this one and this one seen live on news TV, so it has credibility in that regards. But then you see like this guy, so it's almost crashing, and then he straightens himself out or herself out. I don't know, maybe it was an alien baddie. Man, I wanna definitely though, like it's getting tough out here, guys, on Earth, finding like a real one, you know what I'm saying? Aliens before GTA 6, aliens before I find the love of my life. Come on, man. Oh, hell no, bro. So yeah, and a lot of people do say that most of the UFOs that do crash, perhaps they had alien female pilots. I don't believe that, okay? I don't believe that. Shout out to all the queens that are watching this video. It's just a joke, but man, I definitely want to find an alien baddie, bro. Like I think it's way too much to handle an earthling nowadays, especially. But I want to also show you this. This is very, very interesting. It's gonna baffle the crap out of you. You might want to stop rolling those fat doobies and put your pants on, guys. Come on, man.
I talked to a fireman once. This is one of the reasons that freaked me out. And he was telling me, he goes, dude, one day. He goes, it's just going to be the right wind, and fire's going to start in the right place, and it's going to burn through LA all the way to the ocean, and there's not a fucking thing we can do about it.
Damn.
I go, really? He goes, yeah, we just get lucky. He goes, we get lucky with the wind. He goes, but if the wind hits the wrong way, it's just going to burn straight through LA, and there's not going to be a thing we can do about it. Because these fires are so big, dude. When they're talking about like thousands of acres that are burning simultaneously with like 40-mile-an-hour winds. And the wind's just blowing embers through the air, and those embers are landing on roofs, and those houses are going up, and they're landing on bushes, and those bushes are going up, and everything's dry. And once it happens in a way where it's so...
Yeah, man, I cannot imagine. I don't even want to wish that on anybody, you know, something like that. Not even on the worst enemy ever, because, like, losing your house, man. And I've seen some bad comments as well. Of course, not gonna talk about it, but generally speaking, most people are like, hey, prayers out, this and that, good stuff, right? But I've seen, like, some bad stuff, too. But I get it, though. I get it, though. California doesn't have the good reputation. But let's not make everything political, right, is my point here. But it is truly sad. It is truly sad as to what's been going on.
Where it's so spread out that there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do.
You just have to evacuate, right?
Nothing they can do. I talked to a fireman once. This is
and he said that back in July, on July 19, and it's very, very apparent. I mean, listen, man, like, we humans, we stupid, okay? But we're not that stupid. I mean, they knew something like that can happen. I would say even before this date, they know that this can happen. But you're telling me that they haven't found a solution to this problem? Absolutely is ludicrous, right? And trust me, folks, I've gotten and I've seen those conspiracies out there. I've seen those. So people are saying that it was an alien, it was a UFO that lasered a tree, and that's how it started. Now, what if that's actually true? Oh, shit. Right? Like, I'm an open-minded guy. I don't think that's what happened, but when I see videos like these where we're seeing UFOs, orbs, plasmas, I mean, all over the world, but now even around these fires, and this twat literally came out of that fire, bro. He's like, let me actually go Fast and Furious style, right? Like, when you got videos like that, I mean, holy smokers, it ain't no jokers, man. I want to show you guys this video real quick, and then I want to get into this one. Shout out to 25 Buttholes. I'm not trying to be funny here. That's the name of the channel, okay? Shout out to 25 Buttholes. And while you're at it, hi, too. I don't want you guys getting probed by these aliens. Roll it.
And I'm telling you right now, they're not here to shake hands or beam us up for a tour of their little cosmic playground. They're here...
Beam me up, Scotty. Project Blue Balls. Holy.
...for war. We are on the brink of an alien attack. This footage right here, real footage, not that government-manufactured garbage, is from last night. Look at the sheer size of this thing. This isn't some little tic-tac UFO buzzing around.
Crazy,
this is a full-blown alien armada staging itself in our backyard.
Sheesh, man.
And they're not just here to say hi.
It just took me a second. So there's lightning happening, so I was thinking maybe perhaps some of them would be stars, but none of them can be stars because it seems like we got clouds in the back. Holy smokers, man. Yeah, hide your kids, hide your wives.
They're preparing for an all-out invasion. And what is our government doing? Nothing. Actually, scratch that. They're doing worse than nothing. They're lying to all of us. According to my reliable resources, the government is putting out a massive disinformation campaign where they are flooding social media platforms with fake stories just to cover up the UFOs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take a look at this poor and desperate cover-up they tried when an alien mothership crashed on Mars.
NASA released this photo from the surface of Mars. What is this? This photo is going viral right now. It was taken back in 2022 by our helicopter on Mars. Yes, there's a helicopter on Mars. It's called Ingenuity, and it flew 72 times over 3 years.
Lies! Lies! We demand answers! We demand answers! The public demand answers! Let's get back to it.
Anyway, it flew over and sent back images of this, which, to be fair, looks like a crashed UFO. But it's not. If you look right here, you'll see a parachute. A parachute that looks a lot like this. This is a photo taken from the Perseverance rover as it and the helicopter landed on Mars. And this looks a lot like this, which is the spacecraft that the rover and the helicopter descended on Mars in. The helicopter took photos of the stuff it arrived in, which looks crazy because it's very damaged, but this damage is super important to study so that we can fix it for future missions to Mars.
This girl obviously has no idea what she is talking about.
Man.
And she needs to quit yapping. This is obviously a UFO mothership that crashed on Mars, and the government is trying to cover it up. You think it's...
If it's a mothership, right? What about a fathership, man? I want a UFO fathership too, though. And where are the alien baddies at? I want to show you that video about the alien baddie in a second. Wait for it.
It's an accident that all of this is happening in the run-up to the 2024 election aftermath? You think these extraterrestrial overlords just decided to show up now, out of the blue? Wrong. This is all connected.
Wrong.
And I'll tell you how.
What if that's the idea, right? Now, listen, no politics from me here. Like, I'm in Canada, but yeah, it's been crazy. And it's been quite hilarious to see the reactions and all that, right? And Trump is like, we're gonna buy Canada, man. We are a free country here in Canada. We are a free country here in Canada, okay? But, of course, you know, there's have been a whole lot of that. Whether that would happen or not, that's remained to be seen. But, you know, and you guys are crazy, man. I uploaded a video and I was looking on the other monitor, and you know, a guy said that, hey Skizzle, what's good, man? How you doing, my future American homie? It's like, bro, bruh, you guys have been crazy. Commenting, hey man, how does it feel to be American right now? 51st state, Skizzle, 51st kiss. Come on, man, like, we are a free country too, damn it. We are a free country, man.
Globalist cabal that runs the deep state is pulling every trick in the book to stop Donald J. Trump from becoming president again. That's right. Aliens, UFOs, motherships, all of it. This is...
A drone was shot down. It was not shot down, but there was a guy that attempted to shoot at it. And of course, there's two sides to it. Some believe that it was a fake video edited in CGI and those shooting tracer round effect applied on. So, in other words, fake, but some believe that it was real too. I don't know which version is true, so I wanted to actually bring that to your attention. Like, yeah, do not shoot. Do not do that, okay? Don't do that to these twats out there. You never know. But it was not shot down from, even if it's like a real video where the guy was shooting it, it was not shot down, actually.
This is their final Hail Mary. It wasn't real. They laughed at you when you asked questions. But now, the signs are impossible to ignore. The skies are no longer ours. The UFO mothership is here, and it's about to land on Earth.
Oh no.
We are living in unprecedented times. A brutal, historic winter ice storm is ripping through America, leaving millions frozen, isolated, and desperate. Entire cities plunged into darkness. But this storm, it's no accident.
Yeah, right. It really is insane as we move down to this one, and then there's another thing that I want to share with you as well, which is very, very insane too. And it's insane that we've had like fog in the East Coast, right? I heard yesterday that China actually had an earthquake, and another country also had an earthquake. Correct me if I'm wrong, and if you know about which country did have an earthquake, put it in the comments. Palisades, California, fires raging. I'm in Montreal, so we got a small snowstorm. It's not that bad. I mean, I've seen worse, but yeah, it's cold out here, right? Yeah, it's insane. It truly is insane. But roll this.
About how the Soviet Union has 69 years of classified events that we'll never know of. For real, that's actually how long they lasted for. But the discovery of the Tsul princess is one of the few deep dark secrets that managed to see the light of day. Back in 1969, near the village of Tusulski in the Russian tundra of Siberia, a team of coal miners were busy digging deep into the ground. They were about 70 meters, which is 21 stories straight down. When the miners hit a wall,
what's up with like humans and the fascination with holes and digging them up and going deep? I mean, pause, I get it, but what's up with that? 70 feet deep, that's way too much, guys. Come on, man, get it together. Unpause, roll it.
Felt looser than the rest, like it was hollow on the inside. They struck it real hard and the rubble came crumbling down, uncovering a hidden tunnel that they definitely did not dig themselves. A few of them go inside this tunnel to see what's in there, and before long they come across something that none of them expected to find. A closed coffin, like 70 meters deep underground in a coal mine hidden inside a previously unknown tunnel system. This was something big. They dust it off and realize this ain't no regular coffin, but an ornately decorated white marble sarcophagus about 8 feet in length. Whatever this was, it was special.
8 feet?
And the higher-ups would be paying big bucks for it. The miners tell their plant managers, who take a look and instantly call in the military for full extraction. But they all realized once the Soviet army comes...
Bad moves, man. Damn it, bro. Like, nah, don't call in the military, man. Especially the Russian military. Not good, brother. Not good, man. Not good. That is very, very bad, brother.
in, they're probably never going to see this coffin ever again. Hoping to get something out of this monumental discovery, they managed to pry open the lid to find the body of a perfectly preserved woman inside, wearing a slightly see-through dress. She appeared to be about 30 years old, but the most interesting thing about her was that she was fully submerged in a pink liquid that filled the entire coffin.
Aliens! Aliens! First alien baddie spotted! See-through? You gotta be kidding me, man! You gotta be kidding me, bro. You gotta be kidding me.
Coffin. Her eyes were also wide open and was so well preserved that she almost looked like she was still alive. The army gets there and they try to lift the sarcophagus out of the mine shaft, but it's way too heavy to move. So, thinking nothing of it, they drained the liquid from the coffin to lighten the load, too quickly to realize just how grave this mistake was. As soon as the pink liquid emptied from around the woman, she instantly started to decay and turn black. Turns out, whatever this liquid was, it seemed to be preserving her to near perfection. They airlifted out of there and bring the coffin to a research lab where the scientists could not for the life of them identify what the pink liquid could have been. And when they dated the corpse to see how old the woman was, no one could believe what age they got. Immediately after this, the mine was shut down. The miners all let go, letting the military take over the facility in the 70s. The village of Tusulski nearby all hear about this find and the army takeover, and everyone's...
It's so dumb though. Like, I get it, you want to see what would happen if you're gonna deplete the pink sauce, but don't deplete and waste it. Just like put it like in another container, right? So yeah, right? Like insane. If true, I guess this is one of those declassified story. From what I'm getting at, because there have been so many declassified stories. There's one of the Varginha, I believe that's how you pronounce it, in Brazil. That's one of the topic that I want to explore in a future video. I think you guys are going to be really baffled if you haven't heard about that. It's basically, people refer to that Varginha UFO crash, alien body retrieval, declassified story as equally, if not more, baffling than the Roswell crash of New Mexico in 1947, right? So yeah, I want to talk about that, but what if this was like a very first alien body found? Crazy if real, because, you know, like, I have been saying this. Okay, so we're getting like alien twats, we have been hearing about it, but what about a baddie though? What about a female alien as well? I get it, maybe they are the reasons behind, you know, UFOs crashing, but I like to believe that they are equally, if not more than capable enough to fly a UFO down, right? Or up, I should say. My bad, guys. Sorry about that. But I do believe that. Shout out to my queens out there for being here, and I mean, the queens be showing like too much love here, I would say that. So this is just a joke, man. It's just a joke. Don't be offended, man. But honestly though, yeah, right. Because I'm ready to settle on a mountain in Tibet, though. If I ever find if I ever find an alien baddie, actually, I want to show you this. This one is from recent Redacted interview. Roll it.
Actually,
right.
Because Dr. J. Allen Hynek of Project Blue Book was one of the chief advisors and opened up files for Mr. Spielberg. But I think that, you know, he has admitted, although he's afraid to turn it over, that he has a document from 1985. And we can prove this. It's in an entry, in a log entry in his book from 1992, that he is in possession of a top secret document from the CIA describing the abduction of peasants, as they were called, in Brazil and Argentina by the CIA using man-made UFOs and fake alien-looking things.
That's bad.
For its, and I'm quoting, its psychological warfare value. In 1953, I have a document that was officially released to me after I briefed Clinton's CIA director, where the CIA director talks about the psychological warfare value of the UFO subject. People are going to have to begin to learn the nuance of this. We're way past the point where it's like UFOs are real and there are extraterrestrials out in the universe. Now we have to deal with, yeah, that's been known for a century, or the better.
What's your take on it before I show you the next part? What's your take on it real quick? Because I know a lot of you believe him and a lot of you don't believe him. If you don't believe Steven Greer, what's your biggest reason for that? And if you do believe him, what's the biggest reason for that? I'm open to both sides here, and listen, I don't know the guy in real life, but I've seen his documentaries and they have been very well put together, and unacknowledged, one of the best documentary on the subject, and he does show like a lot of really high quality footage of the UFOs, the real ones, not AI or CGI, although I'm certain that they're probably gonna be in that. I don't think there is, but could be wrong on it, right? But he has like low quality, high quality videos, basically all the massive ones, and sometimes all the classified stuff too, or the ones that haven't gone viral. yet, right? So he shows a lot of footage, and he does bring a lot of high-ranking military officers, officials, people in the know. He brings their testimony and all the information to life. So the documentaries are very well put together. Like, if you're a skeptic on this topic, which I think it's perfectly fine to be, I recommend that you check it out, right? But for sure, Dr. Steven Greer has also said that in the next 30 days, he said that, I believe, around December 19th, 20th, in an interview, right, that in 30 days from now, we're gonna get a fake alien invasion. And I believe he also said that something big is gonna happen too. He was leaning more towards disclosure, essentially, right? And yeah, other whistleblowers, the former FBI agent as well on Redacted also did say that January is the month. He also claimed to have heard that there will be a fake alien invasion, that disclosure is imminent, it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be fake. It's gonna be real, but it's gonna be fake, essentially, right? Is that real? Is that fake? I guess we're gonna find out. Now, I have said this, in my opinion, I don't think we're gonna have it. But I do believe that it's going somewhere. Like, all of these sightings, right, that we're seeing right now, and the activity has increased tenfolds, more than tenfolds even. So everything that we're seeing right now, I do believe that we're going towards something. I do believe that disclosure is imminent, but I also do believe that we're not gonna get an honest one. I think it's gonna be full of lies mixed in with small truths. That's my opinion. I could be wrong, and I hope I'm wrong, and I hope we get a real good disclosure. I hope we have a good ending, folks. I want a good ending, okay? So but it's like a he said, she said kind of situation right now. We'll see. Roll it.
Part of the century. This is why the film we just released last week, The Lost Century and How to Reclaim It, is so important right now. And you can see it on Amazon and Apple and iTunes and wherever, because that describes what it is that these guys have been keeping secret for 100 years, but also a very beautiful vision, if we get it right, we don't do this wrongly, what the world is going to look like in 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, 1,000 years. Because the only way we're going to make it out of the conundrum we're in now, with geophysical problems, environmental problems, geopolitical, massive global poverty, all the crushing issues, it isn't going to be solved by, regulatory edicts from governments. Right. It's going to be solved by letting these brilliant scientists and these technologies come forward for peaceful use. That will transform the planet.
And this is one of the things that Steven Greer talks a lot about. He says this a lot, that, hey, these alien twats, they are peaceful, and they're not here to cause any trouble. So I feel like that he's one of the only few, if not one of the only, that talks about that they're peaceful and all that. Maybe he's an alien himself. People say that, right? About Elon Musk and him, that maybe these are aliens themselves, man. You never know. You never know. You never know. But based off of what they say, if it's true that there are billions of galaxies, within each galaxy there are billions of planets, mathematically speaking, the thought of us being alone is impossible, right? Based off of what they say, okay? Mathematically speaking, it's just impossible for us to be alone if there are billions of planets within each galaxy, and there are billions of galaxies. Just thought of that alone is just insane. So yeah, I don't think we're alone. And just like how we have good humans, kind humans, and also bad humans, elites, bad elites, good people, bad people, just like how we have good and bad people on this planet, I would like to also believe that some of their species gonna be good and bad too. But he does talk about the good side only. I had never heard him say that anything bad about an alien or anything like that. I don't know, man.
In a way that is bigger. If you were to add everything that's happened since the Industrial Revolution began 200 years ago to now, the release of this area of science and technology would be greater than all of it in the aggregate. That is going on. It is not a myth. It is real. It's criminal. And it's very scary, because when you have an organization that can use under classified cover, top secret, compartmentalize, with those kind of aircraft and this kind of intentionality and motive, unchecked, as Senator Inouye said, unchecked by the government, unchecked by the president, unchecked by the Congress, unchecked by the bosses at the Pentagon, you're in a very, very dangerous situation because you're not dealing with jet aircraft and Sikorsky helicopters. You're dealing with, or Chinooks or whatever, Blackhawks. You're dealing with very advanced technologies. They call them ATs, that have been reverse engineered and studied since the 40s.
Damn. Okay.
And they're in multiple generations of refinement from the 40s to the 50s.
And this seems logical. What he says here seems logical, right? Because we've had crash retrieval program. That's what the Pentagon said. And yeah, if the crashes were real, not sure if those crashes were done by female alien pilots or actual male pilots. Bruh. I don't know about that. But if true, of course, like, our curiosity will 110% would want to make us be like, hey, what's that? What's that? What's this? What's this? Hey, what this little twig would do? Hey, what this little wire, if there were any wires in the UFOs or not, right? We would reverse engineer the crap out of it. And once we are successful at it, it's another one, another one, another one. That's how we are designed, right? Check out this video on the screen, guys. Apparently, Pentagon did talk about a UFO mothership. They did. Check out this video on the screen and I'll see you right there.